Our team's motto this year is Fuel the Fire. It takes every one of us on this team, in this program, to be a great team. And so I think a big thing this year was that we just tried to focus on what we could do and not focus on what everybody else was doing around us.
Fuel the Fire, where'd that come from?
I kind of came up with the motto itself, but the team came up with everything that it stood for. So F stands for fight for each other, I is intent in every action, R is respect one another, and E is exemplify what it means to be a Longhorn.
You played Oklahoma in the Women's College World Series finals twice in the last 3 years. You were never able to get past the Sooners on this stage until this year. Can you just describe how gratifying that moment was to earn that and get over that hurdle for the first time?
It felt really unreal for us to have the season that we did and have a little speed bump there at the end of the year. It was really cool to see us come together on the biggest stage in front of a big crowd of OU fans and a big crowd of Texas fans. So I'm really happy that we got over that hump, and we're just looking forward.
How have you seen the culture and mission differ from last year's team?
Yeah, I think they really care about each other. They're hanging out more together. They're really taking note of each other's what they want to do and what they don't want to do, and I just love it.
Teagan was very focused on what she was doing in front of her, and I keep telling her that on the field, hey, it's between you and Reese, and we've got your back here. I just want Teagan to know that we've got her back and that she just needs to focus on her job. I think she's done a really good job of that, and she's talked about how she's gone one pitch at a time this postseason, so just hoping that she continues to do that.
It's really fun also to just play with your best friends and to know that the person next to you has your back, and so it's really cool, and it's super, super special to be with these girls.
What's it been like for you watching players like Joley show up in a big way in their senior season on this stage?
It's so cool. She's given so much to the sport and just like her whole life, honestly. And so seeing her succeed in her last games is everything, and I know she's hanging up the cleats after this, and so I just hope that we can get this job done for her and for the rest of our seniors because they deserve it. They've put in so much work and have given so much to the program too.
Texas Tech and Texas played earlier in the season. It was a career night for Teagan Kavan. She had 18 strikeouts. You, a former pitcher and one of the best to do it, what were you seeing from her stuff that night?
It was electric. It was really moving. They had them guessing off speed, was working, and just different types of pitches, and she was in control the whole night. And it went 9 innings, so it wasn't just 7 innings, but it was quite the matchup between Nigeri and Teagan.
I think just mixing all of my pitches, keeping them off balance. I think that was super early in the season, and not a lot of people had a lot of at-bats by then, and so I think it's different now, but I think we'll stay with mixing my stuff.
Having Nyjah be here, I think it's huge for the sport itself and huge for their program. I'm very proud to see how they've played this year, but I'm ready for the challenge coming up in the next couple days.
How much would you say the team has evolved and changed since that matchup in February?
Yeah, I think that we've gone through some tough periods, some tough stretches, some areas where we got beaten pretty soundly, and other areas we played really well. We've been up and down. We were named #1 team in the country for a number of weeks, and then we kind of slipped off. And we've always said it's never a straight line to the top, and there's always going to be ups and downs, and it's the adversity and how we react to it that makes a difference. And I think we've responded really well so far.
Any championship is going to be tough, and any championship is probably going to have tough pitchers on each side. And so this is what we want. This is great for softball, and so I think it's just going to be fun. It's going to be a challenge for both of us.
How much does the Texas Tech in-state rivalry come into play in this matchup?
I mean, it's cool that the trophy is going to go back to the state of Texas no matter what, and it's really special that one program is going to have their first. And so obviously I want that to be us because it'd be a dream come true to bring the first national championship back to Texas. And so it's really special. I think it brings our meaning to it, and it's going to be fun to watch.
To win the first ever national championship in Texas softball history, what would that mean to you as a coach?
It would be awesome, not so much for myself, but for the players. Feeling of having reached their goals, to share that moment with other players and other people in our program, to be tremendous.
We've talked about yesterday how stats don't matter anymore. It's about how we can get a win. So we're all going towards the same goal, and that's why our fire is so big right now.
Part of the reason that I came here to just make history, and I hope we can do it for the university, for my coaches and this team, because it would mean the world.
Just being a part of this program it's a blessing as is, and so if we ended up winning it after being here 3 times in the last 4 years, I think that'd be huge for all the girls. I'd be so happy for everybody. I just know that we've worked so hard, and days are hard and they're long, so just getting to this point and being as loving and caring as we are for one another and wanting to win, I think it's going to be a really fantastic thing.